I will wear her scarf and fight in her name as Christina.
Playing a character like this, you're channeling these real women that actually existed. Powerful women that risked their life, that risked everything for their freedom. Women like Bouboulina, who became quasi-mythological figures in Greek history that fought with the rebel army against the Turks.
Anna Christina is the heroine of our tale. She is in many ways a typical Greek village girl.
Her family is her life. She didn't know any other world except the world of the family. She was expected to marry and to have children.
Will I fall in love and marry a good man? Maybe even one of my own choosing?
At the beginning of our story, Anna Christina does not have control over the destiny of her own life.
2,000 piastres is a meager dowry for your daughter to carry the honor of my name.
As an 8-year-old child, she witnessed a tragic event, the martyrdom of her namesake, Anna Christina, in defiance of the Turks. And although she's grown up, she's carried two things with her ever since. A burden of expectation to live up to the heroic deeds of her aunt.
She was so strong. I was just scared. And then that man.
And a memory of a Turk with kind eyes who spared her life.
There is no such thing as a good Turk.
I know what I saw.
And then one day, as a grown woman, I see him out in the square for the first time. And I immediately know that it's him.
You, stay away from this Turk, no matter who you think him to be.
I see in Tarek a good person who cares deeply about the Greek people, despite the fact that he's a Turk.
Protect and care for your sister.
But then tragedy upends her world. She becomes fearless and vows to join the Greek rebellion to fight against the Turks.
She doesn't just become this superhero warrior on day one. She's never done this before.
You must go.
If you doubt her ability, I will fight for the both of us.
We cannot afford the distraction.
He will change his mind about me.
She grows into a respected warrior and becomes a legend whose deeds strike fear into the hearts of the Turkish soldiers.
She becomes one of the only female fighters in the Greek rebel army.
You've made quite an impression on both Greeks and Turks.
But even though they are solidly on opposite sides now, Christina and Tarek still have a bond that they can't forget.
We sort of begin a kind of love-hate relationship with one another as the movie progresses. Even though we are in love, we can't really be together.
You know I cannot go with you. We're enemies.
Cliffs of Freedom, at its core, is about a woman trying to determine her own destiny.
She's like the 1800s version of a female superhero. She risks everything for fighting for the greater good. Now, she's not only fighting for her family, but she's fighting for Greece.